Have you ever wondered why the history of African fashion is never complete without the mention of a notable African fashion mogul that happens to be a Nigerian and also a female whose pioneering works have been celebrated by the Victoria and Albert Museum in London? Then you have to watch this video to the very end to clear your doubts. Yes, I remain Jake Toluwani-Setro, a fashion business coach. And if this is your first time on this channel, you are most welcome. I want to say thank you to all that have been liking, commenting, and sharing. If you're yet to subscribe and yet to like, please do this. Yes, today's discussion promises to be an interesting one. So grab a cup of coffee and let's go on this discuss as we shall be discussing the exploits that have been done by the first ever fashion designer in Nigeria by name Sade Thomas Pham. Victoria Folashade Thomas Pham was born on the 22nd of September 1933. Her parents came from Oyo, Western Nigeria. And as the practice was then in the 50s, she decided to go to England to learn nursing. On getting to England by the summer of 1953, she was so captivated by the well-fitted shops at the West End of London. When she saw mannequins, she said, "Wow, these look like human beings. I think this is actually what I'm caught out for. I'm going to take I'm going to take it back to Nigeria." And that is actually what she did. She went and she studied fashion at St. Martin's School of Arts, which is now Central St. Martin's in London. And guess what? After studying fashion abroad, she came back to Nigeria. That was July, I think July 7th, just before the Nigerians' independence of 1960. And she was vivacious, highly filled with life of what of transforming the Nigerian economy through her craft. She was so confident of her craft. She came with the passion of tackling the problem of unemployment by her fashion craft. Remember this, that right then it was actually a new thing, and she had a real difficult time convincing people, especially Nigerians, to buy local fabrics and designs because all that was in vogue then was the Western fashion and the Western designs. But she decided to come out, decided to blaze the trail, to be the first to do this. She saw the potentials that are inherent in our African culture, embedded in our African fashion, and she decided to blaze the trail by saying, "What? I'm going to set up my own fashion house." And she has been praised for being one of Nigeria's first female industrialists by establishing a clothing factory in Yaba, Lagos, Nigeria. And she's also the founder of FADAN, which is what the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria. So when she came back, she came with the passion of, "I'm going to make my country proud with my crafts." She made some dresses right then. She said she got free models. She was just doing a free fashion show. She got free models. She was raising money for the blind, for various charities, and people started getting interested. Our specialty was the use of our locally hand woven tie-dyed fabric, and in using this, she converted them to modern contemporary styles, which became known as Nigerian styles all over the world. She transformed Iro and Buba into a wrapper skirt with zip, and people were able to wear it comfortably without it falling off. She also transformed, she came up with the bubu that was transformed from the normal men's agbada wear, and she adapted gele into pre-tied hairdressers. She also made costumes for theater productions and so many other things. And she said right then when she was selling her designs to her American friends, written on the designs were "made in Nigeria." She said because our Western friends were always confident of themselves. So why shouldn't she be confident of our own culture, our own heritage, our own designs? The Victoria and Albert Museum decided to honor her as a fashion vanguard, and six of our original designs are being stored in their museum as part of their permanent collection. And in celebrating the African Fashion Exhibition, this will be traveling the globe for 4 years. It started since 2022 and it will be ending 2026. Yes, and this is something that will bring lots of recognition to our work, to our handwork. And this is what is happening. We see this great fashion icon being celebrated abroad. I know in Nigeria there's this Sade Thomas Fan Legacy Project too that is being set up for her by one of the banks and some great fashion icon or thereabouts. But I think we should still laud this more and more. For London to be placing their work as one of their permanent collections, you know what that means? Yes, that means they really value the work. So I think we Africans should value ourselves the more. And that is just the difference between the West and Africans. The West value creativity so much, but right here in Africa, we don't value creativity. That's when you will give a seamstress a dress and say, just make it for me for 1,000 naira. Where can you get that? Everything there, they are massively produced. Yes, except if you want a bespoke dress, you'll be ready to really pay for it. And that is one of the outcry of Mama Folashade from Thomas Fan, that it's not just about producing three pieces. Can we produce 3,000? Can we produce 3 million? Industrialization, a large scale of production, and then we'll be ready for exports, and we'll be able to make our nation and our continent proud. According to her, fashion is part of the normal life, the part of the basics of living, or a basic living abroad, because they value fashion and they know how men and women react to fashion, and they make lots and lots of gain from this, because you have great designers mass producing their work. Givenchy and the likes, they are the ones that started a mass production of their designers label. They brought it down to RTW, from couture to designers and RTW and the likes. So that is just what we are saying. As Africans, are we thinking mass production, or we're just thinking different designs, as in we're just thinking we want to produce this type of design, like you're producing 10 different designs, but what are the volumes, what's the quantity? You are producing two pieces and you're saying it's ready to wear. Oh no. It's high time we started thinking mass production. She wanted to alleviate the terrible condition of unemployment in the nation. That was why she came, that if I can do this, my people will get work, and that's it. Do we think of the economic effect of our own work on the society? Do we think of employing more hands? You see, more creative youths are not coming into fashion now. She was congratulated by the past president, President Buhari, during her 88th birthday, containing this, that we really appreciate your work, that you're even there teaching those young ones. You want them to grow. You started the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria with the aim of helping designers to come together. How I pray we designers nowadays will follow suit, will not just be soliloquizing and just being on our own and just feel we can do it all alone. I think it's a call to African designers to wake up to unity, to wake up to our heritage, our ancient fabric of antiquity, which is Adire, Ashoke, and so many other fabrics that are locally woven and locally made here, that we can actually popularize this fashion all over the world, and the West will begin to buy from us. So if you have anything to say to this effect, or you think I'm taking it too far, please let me hear from you in the comment section below. Remember, at Cetro Fashion, we recruit tailors for your brand, and we undo production for your RTW pieces. So you can reach out to us on the numbers showing below. Until I come your way next time, I remain Joket Soluani Cetro. Catch you, love you, bye bye.